Hi everyone, just Damien. Hope you're all having a brilliant week. It's just an update to let you know where I am on things and how things are going. Basically, on Wednesday I'm having a bit of a work experience day, so to speak, with Bristol Street Motors Nissan in Darlington. I'm really looking forward to that, and they're going to show me how to wash my car and valet it properly. They're going to do it with the valets that they use, but it's a third-party operation. However, I'm working with NIAS at the moment, and they're going to have a word with possibly the third-party company that works with the valeting, and that's if I can get a work placement or some work experience out of it. It's just about going out, meeting companies, and building up the rapport. And also, they're going to show me how to use my car the best I can, like get the best out of its features and that. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. It's a sad week this week. Niki Lauda passed away. However, I do have contacts within Mercedes Benz, and I've wished him all my luck and my sincere condolences. I've emailed Bradley Lord and I phoned up the factory as well, and if they get the 1-2 finish today, it'll be the record for the most consecutive 1-2 finishes in a row. So if they can do that for Niki Lauda, that would be brilliant. And with it being Monaco a high street circuit, I thought they were going to use team orders to play it safe, to do with the nature of the circuit and the nature of the circumstances to get this record and to honour it in Niki Lauda's memory. However, from my understanding, the team have told me Niki Lauda hates team orders. So they're going to do it the way Niki Lauda wanted, and let them race for his memory, and to get the record that way. I really don't like team orders myself. However, under the circumstances for this race and that, I would have been all right with them not letting Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas race. But if they race safely and fairly in the way that Niki Lauda wanted, this is the best way to get the record. And for that, I do have a picture myself with Niki Lauda, and I'm going to try to see if I can put it in at the end of this video if anyone's interested, as a mark of respect and to honour his memory and that kind of thing as well. I've also going back to my car. It's had to be in the garage this week. It's been a bit poorly. 2 front springs, 2 rear shocks, 4 tyres, and suspension, 4 tyres and tracking. So it's sorted now, and I feel a lot more confident and a lot more relaxed and a lot more happier driving it now. And I did get a bit of motion sickness when I was driving it for the first time. The first few times the suspension feels a lot harder. And I last had that in my car when I first got it, so it's hard to believe how the suspension and the mechanics have deteriorated since then. Car's only done about 19,000 miles, but it's hard to believe that the suspension's deteriorated a lot since then. So yeah, it does feel a lot more nippier and a lot more nimble and a lot more faster and a lot more agile now. So yeah. So yeah. Another thing, I've been trying to sell some old clothing and a few other bits and pieces since February, basically, just trying to get a load of stuff out out before I moved in. I would have liked to have it sold before I moved in. So I didn't have much room and much, so I didn't have much clutter in that, should I say. However, what's really peeing me off at the moment, people message me, say they're going to send their friends over to collect something as they don't have a car, and then they never turn up. And someone messaged me on Spock the other day, put an offer in for a book, for a love conversion book, and she never turned up. And she said she was going to turn up Friday after 6, and she did message a few days before that saying she was going to turn up as well, but that's a legally binding agreement. I have messaged Spock to try to get this matter resolved, and I've tried messaging the other woman on Facebook as well to try to get that resolved as well. But there's a couple of bits I need to sell: grey suit, smoke alarm, mains one that's never been used, TV bracket, box of light bulbs, and a brown leather jacket, and a couple of other bits as well. Just want to get a bit of clutter out and not have the flat cluttered like the previous owner had it, so to speak. I am enjoying the flat, yes. Couple of bits and pieces need to be sorted. Sort the bath out. Toilet bath panel falls off, and shower doesn't last hot enough properly, and the toilet's not screwed to the floor, and I'd also like to put lino in there as it's laminate. But I am enjoying it, and I do need to sort possibly the boiler out as well. That's over €20, but I need to get some more money. That's costing me a small fortune during this time. Never needed any work before, but all these have been advisories, and I do need it a bit more, like a go-kart, so to speak. So yeah, I am feeling a lot more confident, and I've applied for a couple of jobs. One's voluntary and one's paid, I think. And one was look off circuit for an event they've got on in July, and another one was for a safety steward for live events and that in town. Don't know if that's at the rugby stadium for the live events. However, I've not heard back from any of them as well, and it turns out he applied for the voluntary one in April for a couple of months. But yeah, I am feeling a bit better about things, and that I'm still exploring my sexuality and gender, that sort of stuff, because I still want to meet transgendered women, and I still dream about meeting transgendered women. However, I'm open to dating cisgenetic born women as well. And I do, as I've said before, I do like women that express their femininity in a feminine way as well. So I find that a lot of transgender women do express the femininity in a feminine way more than some cis-born women. I am, as I say, looking for different job opportunities or voluntary work. If any companies want to work with me around disability rights and around social media, I would be interested, and I would be willing to work with you. I would like to go on a couple of TV talk shows as well, to get a bit more experience, not to get a bit more. I would like to go on talk shows and that to and be on TV to give a bit more guidance and a bit more understanding to the world of people with autism or Asperger's syndrome, or people living on the general or on the spectrum, or anyone with disabilities. So if any TV talk show would like to work with me, that would be great. Things have slowed down quite a bit with me at the moment. As I said, I've got opportunities in the pipeline, but they don't start for a few months, and I've had not very much communication with my social worker, and that over the past few weeks. I believe she's been not in the office for a fortnight or so, but we just need to get things back on track with my social worker, and then start putting the procedures in place. I'm still waiting for people to contact my social worker about opportunities for me and what they feel like would be best for me. However, I don't think my social worker's been in the office, so she's not contacted many people and that as well. So things have slowed down a bit, and I do feel like things are slipping. However, I've got the opportunity with Bristol Street Motors next week and the valeting team, so I'm looking forward to that. I must also advise that what I do say in these videos are my opinion, my thoughts and feelings on how things are for me, and what I say may not work for you or may not be right for you, and if I've upset anyone, I'm sorry. These are my opinions and facts based upon my opinions on how things have happened around me, and not to take anything too literal in these videos as the facts about me and opinions about me. And that's just a little disclaimer there as well. I didn't put it in the last one, but I don't really tend to do it in the update videos, but I'm just putting a little disclaimer in. Yeah, so if anyone wants to meet me around dating or relationships, that'd be great as well, because I've been speaking to a lot of to Anita from MenCap organisation North Allerton, who believes that I need to do some more training around relationships, sexuality and gender, that kind of thing, just to help me understand myself a bit better and to get the best out of my opinion, out of my ability, and to understand my sexuality a bit better and to know what type of people I'm attracted to. I'm just trying to show you something. But we're not sure if it's going to rain yet in Monaco this week. There is I couldn't get up on my phone. I was going to show you, sorry, but there is a percentage of rain Monaco this race. But if it does rain, it's only going to spice up the action and make it a bit more exciting, because this is a circuit where it's like a proper driver's circuit, where they need to get the ability out of the car. So yeah, I've not met anyone on dating sites and that as yet. As I say I do get blocked and things, but not as much. But I do get more responses from transgendered women. But I am willing to talk to normal people as well. But yeah, it depends on who wants to talk to me in that and that. I do use a draft email that I use to introduce myself to people. And a lot of people get a bit upset by that as well. Basically, yeah. So I need to work out how to introduce myself in a better way to people and that as well. But those things I've felt like they've slipped a little bit. However, it's about I do have a couple of things lined up this week, so my problem is at the moment I'm just waiting to do stuff. As I say, I've applied for a couple of voluntary work for a couple of job positions, one voluntary and one paid. But I think that paid one was put on might be too old now because minimum wage £7.83 and it's gone up to £8.21 and yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get some results on here about something, but they've not announced the results yet for the EU elections. To be honest, I normally vote Labour. Every time there's an election and I vote Labour, but this time I voted Lib Dem because the Liberals are the only party I believe that still want to keep us in Europe, and I don't want to leave Europe. Basically, so I believe there has been more ISIS attacks and more crime and that since we've left the EU or since we started to leave the EU. But Cameron did say there'd be another world war if we come out of Europe, and I don't want to be responsible for another world war, and that's so I wanted to stay in. So as I said, these videos are my opinion, and I don't mean to upset or offend anyone with my beliefs, and don't wish to push my beliefs onto anyone as well. So yeah, I'm going to end this video now with a picture of Niki Lauda out of sign of respect, and I wish Mercedes Benz good luck for the race and getting the record for Niki Lauda in his memory, and I wish Niki Lauda's family all the best of wishes and my sincere condolences to Mercedes Benz and his family as well. And I do hope that Mercedes get this record and do it for Niki Lauda. And if it's raining in Monaco, it's going to be a bit more driver skill and a bit more driver edge. So I just hope they get the record and honour the record for Niki Lauda's memory of the most consecutive 1-2 finishes in F1, and this will make this team have the most dominant start of the F1 season ever. So it's about understanding the car, getting away at the front and pulling away, not taking any silly risks. As I say, it's all about the start. Both Mercedes drivers and most of the F1, both Mercedes drivers have lost the start this race this year, and I think there's only been one race. This season where the drivers won from pole. So I hope it can be a bit settled and we have a fair fight. Both drivers have lost the start as well. So both drivers have had good and bad starts this season, and I just hope they've got themselves back into the rhythm and done some training and made the starts better, so we can have a much more closer race. And I do hope the record will be got for Niki Lauda in his memory. Thank you.